In this video, we are going to review Myleo's device sync policies. So the way that Myleo works is it will store a version of your images on every device that is connected to your Myleo account. The cool part about Myleo is that it allows you to tell it the size or what type of version it should store on each device. So, for example, your phone probably has a lot less storage space than an external hard drive, so you'll want to store a smaller thumbnail version of all of your photos on your phone, and then store a full resolution, high quality version on your external hard drive. So, to change these settings, you will first navigate to the Devices panel. You can do so by clicking the little computer icon in the upper right-hand corner, and then select the device that you want to change the device sync policy for. And then when that device's little menu pops out, you can see kind of here in the middle, there is a device sync policies button. We will click on that. And then it will show us the presets. So these are the different options that you can use. If I click on that, it will show me a menu of options. Now there's really three that you should kind of have memorized. The rest can be helpful, but most people really just need the three. So catalog only, space saver, and vault. Catalog only is going to store the smallest size versions of your photos on that device. So this is great for devices that have limited storage space. I will say if you don't have a device connected to your Myleo account at the same time that is storing a higher resolution version, then your photos will probably look a little bit blurry. This is a great reason to use Myleo's cloud, as you then will always have access to the high resolution version. Now, the next one that you should really memorize and know about is Space Saver. So this stores an optimized version of your photos on that device. So they are bigger than the thumbnails from the catalog only, but they are also significantly smaller than the full resolution version. They are big enough to edit. I think you can even print them up to like a 5x7 size. So they're big enough to do most things that you will want to be able to do. This is great if your phone does have a little bit more storage space, or if you have a computer with a little bit more storage space. Space Saver is a great option. It is also the default device sync policy when you add a new device. So I always like to check the device sync policy when I connect a new device to my Myleo account and make sure it's set how I want it. And then the third option that you should know about and remember is a vault. This is probably the most important device sync policy. A vault is going to store your original high resolution photos and videos on it. So a vault is going to be an external hard drive, Myleo Drive Plus, the cloud service that Myleo offers. If you happen to have a desktop that has a ton of storage space, you could use that as a vault as well. Just any device that has a lot of available storage space. And you'll always want to have at least one, but we recommend really at least two, vaults connected to your Myleo account at all times, because this is how your photos get backed up. If you don't have a vault connected to your Myleo account, then your photos are not being backed up anywhere, not the full resolution versions at least. So you should always have really at least two vaults connected to your account, and just make sure they consistently stay backed up. Now you can also kind of edit the device sync policies a bit. You can make something called a sync collection. It's really just a collection of certain photos. And you could set it to where, for example, if I have this computer set to catalog only, so it's storing just the thumbnail small versions, but I want all of the photos in that specific collection to be stored at the full resolution version on this same device, then I can add that sync collection here under originals, and it will store everything as a thumbnail except for that collection that I selected. It will store that as the full resolution originals on this particular device. And you can do the same for optimized as well. Now, videos only exist on Vaults. There is no way to optimize a video or really create a thumbnail equivalent of a playable video. So that is something to note as well. And then anytime you make a change, you should always hit Apply Changes. And again, this is on a device-by-device basis, so you will want to make sure you look at this for each device. In this case, I do actually want to reset this computer to the smaller version, so I'll do that and hit Apply Changes, and there we go.